know that in Tenkaichi 3, if Krillin uses the Destructo Disc against Android 18, that they're pink instead of yellow? Now that's real love. But this detail, while small, is one of the many details that we'll go over today. But before we get into that, I would love if you like and subscribe for more content like this. In a previous video, I mentioned Frieza's Planet Destroyer not being able to destroy any planets. Unfortunately, I recorded it on a stage that's indestructible. So here it is on a stage that is. Yeah, this move cannot destroy anything. And as an extra, I can throw in that he has a typo for one of his moves, and it says, "I might die this time." It's supposed to be, "You might die this time," but it was a simple oversight and possibly some unfortunate foreshadowing from Frieza. Tenkaichi 2, in my opinion, is tied with Tenkaichi 3 for the best in the series, and I thought I knew a good bit about the game, but I didn't know that in the PAL Wii version of the game, they have 5 exclusive characters in a pool: King Piccolo, Frieza Soldier, Pilaf Machine, and Cyborg Tao. Speaking of Cyborg Tao, he has a very interesting mechanic given that he is a cyborg. Now we're all familiar with the solar flare and how it blinds people, and they even shut their eyes during it. Well, this doesn't happen to Cyborg Tao. I don't see too many people using Cyborg Tao, but it is the small things like this that show the passion that the developers had while making this game. Super Dragon Ball Z is one of the most underrated Dragon Ball games, and I think it should be covered more because it actually has a few interesting things going on, like Chi-Chi, for example. This is the only game that features Chi-Chi in her bikini armor as an adult. And I feel like they snuck this one in not only to, reference her old costume, but also for those people that are on Reddit. You know who you are. Now previously, I've mentioned different voice clips and how they make pretty good pop culture references, or it can be vulgar, like when Gotenks switches out, or the interaction between 18 and Zangia.
Your man's kinda cute. Skank.
But the most interesting voice line that I've heard comes from Grade 8 Baby. If he's chosen, he says, now this is the flip on the phrase "spanking the monkey," which is something you do by... We're not even gonna get into that. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta has an insane move called the Spirit Breaker Cannon. Unfortunately, it was probably deemed too brutal, and it was changed in Tenkaichi 3. Now why the change? I would assume the same reason Broly's moves were changed. It's just too brutal, but it is what it is. Now this one doesn't have anything to do with Dragon Ball games necessarily, but more so a Dragon Ball stage. In J-Stars for the PS3, Luffy can fight underwater, which makes absolutely no sense because he's a Devil Fruit user and that permits him from being able to swim. That's all for today. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, peace.